Fabio, great to see you. You didn't look in the best of shapes, I have to say, on Sunday evening. So how are you feeling now?
Not looking in the best of shapes now either, to be honest. I'm still recovering, still getting there, but all well, feeling good, feeling happy. It was a massive event, a lot to be proud of in there. The O2 was stacked out. It was just a real momentous occasion. And then obviously the days following, hearing about the numbers it did and stuff is really something to be proud of.
Yeah, when you do sit back and reflect on a fight like that, look, every boxer, every athlete, whatever the sport is, you go in to win. So do you balance being proud of parts of the performance with also already looking at things that you could have done better to win?
Yeah, massively. Look, there's in that fight, haven't actually watched it back as of yet, but I know myself being in the middle of the fight, there were so many things that I got wrong, so many things that I did wrong and repeatedly did wrong as well. So there's a lot to manage. There's a lot for me to reflect on and do better. But that's ultimately a good thing because I put on a pretty good performance whilst making a lot of flaws, which means, look, if I take this time to correct those, the performance second time around would be fantastic.
You said there you got a lot wrong. What do you think you did get wrong?
I wasn't paying too much attention to his jab. Obviously, he's well schooled. He's an ABA champion, amateur champion, bronze medalist. So he's got that long pedigree of boxing. And they always know the jab is the key. So that was definitely something that was causing me a lot of trouble. It took me a lot of rounds to kind of figure out on work and time. So I could have worked with that a bit better. I was being lazy in my own shots as well, falling in behind them, committing a bit too much to them. So just being a bit more kind of relaxed in the moment, fleet-footed in the fight would have definitely helped me a lot more.
It was interesting, one of Frazer's quotes after the fight, Fabio, and he said, "I don't like draws. I don't think they're good for boxing." Do you go along with that, or do you think that there are the odd occasion where certain fights you just can't separate two guys?
Yeah, look, no one likes a draw because everyone feels hard done by. If you win, when there's a win or a loss, at least the winner feels like, hey, you know, I've got something from this. But when you draw, everyone feels hard done by. I think actually the only people kind of who didn't feel hard done by were the fans, because that means they get to see it again maybe, and they get another go at it. So yeah, it's still a bitter pill to swallow. It's not a loss, but also, for me at least, being a champion, a draw does feel like a loss.
It was interesting as well from Clarke saying about your corner and the potential that maybe at one stage they were considering pulling you out of the fight. Was that ever a serious option?
No. That was never a consideration. Not at all. Not in the slightest. My corner know me the best. They know me well. Look, it was a little cut on the bridge of the nose. The blood was streaming, the sweat, the Vaseline, the mix of obviously us bumping into each other and stuff definitely made it look a lot worse than it was. It was actually the ref's decision. He wanted the doctor to have a look at it just to double check it over. And while I was in the corner, I was saying, look, I'm fine. Because it's on the bridge of the nose. It's not obstructing my view in any way. It's just dribbling down my face. It looks messy, but it's not getting in the way at all. So let's crack on and let's get through this fight.
That's why you're a boxer and I'm not, Fabio. I'd be off work for about 3 weeks if I had that, and you describe it as a little cut. I like it. With the result then of the draw, we've already touched on it a couple of times, but is it so simplistic that obviously there's going to be a rematch because there was no winner first time around?
Yeah, look, it's a likely option. It's not the only option, but it's a likely option. I'm still champion. I've still got my belts. I'm still well ranked with the governing bodies for world titles and things. So the next option could be to go international and position myself well for those. Or look, if the fans want it, they want to see it again and it becomes big enough and however else, then we can run it back. It's no problem at all. But I'm gonna take some time, little holiday, little sit down, little lay down for a bit, and then we'll think more about the details in the coming weeks.
Yeah, just when you look then at the rankings, are there any in that sort of little bracket above where you are at the moment in the heavyweight division that you think, yeah, whether it's Clarke next, but after that you're looking a bit further down the line as to who might come?
No, I haven't really assessed them like that. it's a difficult one, especially with boxing, because you don't know what's going to go on. You don't know who's going to win. You don't know who's going to lose and where they're going to end up and stuff. So trying to plan your career long term in boxing and pick individuals and things never seems to work out just how you want it.
Obviously, the ultimate for any boxer is to be top of the shops one day. It was interesting hearing Frazer Clarke talking, I think it was on Monday morning, I was listening to him, about how to get to a level where you're fighting the likes of Fury, AJ, Alexander Usyk. How far off that sort of level do you feel at the moment, and what sort of improvements do you need to make to be able to go toe-to-toe with the absolute best?
Yeah, look, I don't think I'm a million miles off those guys. Even if you look in the rankings, I'm only a few steps behind them. Experience-wise and things, obviously they've got a lot more on me, so that's something I'll need to total up along the way. There's a few things about my style, about the way I fight and things I do that I'll need to tighten up as well. But look, it all takes time. I'm in no immediate rush. I've still got a lot of time on the clock. And those boys as well, they're in the twilight of their careers. They're finishing up. They've got 18 months, 2 years maybe, something like that. So I've got enough time to work with.
So you're the coming man in the heavyweight division, that's what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm the next one up. I'm the next one coming for him.
And how do you see Fury Usyk next month?
It's a fantastic fight. Fantastic fight. It's such a hard one to call. They're both coming off pretty contentious wins. They've had their problems either side of things not going too well for them or not looking the best in their last fights. So it's always hard to judge kind of how they're going to come out into this one. But I always think, especially like you even saw with myself, you need the right dance partner. You need the right person to bring the best out of you. And I think they're the two for that. They'll gel really well. It'll be a great fight. In terms of who wins, I really don't know. I'm tight. I sit on the fence for that one.
Talking of big fights, there's quite a lively one coming up at Carrow Road on Saturday lunchtime. The East Anglian Derby. You're a big Ipswich fan. Wow, what an exciting end to the season this is. Would you have thought, if I'd have said to you back in August, your team would be in the mix for automatic promotion, you'd have believed me?
No, not at all. Not at all. Look, we had a fantastic season last season to get promoted and go into the championship and do this. And everyone's spirits were high and we was in a great place with it. We loved it. And then it just kept rolling, win after win after win. And we were just pumping ourselves up the table. And we really thought, you know what, we could be in for something here. And we were fighting through kind of the sixth and fifth and something. And now we mixed our way into the top three. And that top three battle is just, it's crazy. There's a point or two in between everyone. So it's a wild ride to watch. And obviously I have a really close relationship with the club. So it's fantastic to kind of be there almost first person, first hand, and watch them boys succeed and do so well. But I really think we've got it in the bag.
The bad news is, and I can mention this to you because we're doing this on Zoom and I'm not close enough for you to take a swing at me, but the Ipswich record against Norwich is not great, is it? You need to sort that out.
Yeah, look, it's not great, but records are meant to be broken. They're there to change, so they're not set in stone, and we're on way better form. We're in a way better position than we have ever been when we faced Norwich before. So I'll be personally making the trip to Carrow Road as well. I'll be down there, so I'll be there cheering the boys on. And
after that, then, what's the plan? A little bit of time off, a little bit of an R&R to sort that nose out and ponder the next move?
Yeah, 1,000%. Little holiday, little bit of time off, chill out, have some downtime, and then we come back, look at the landscape of boxing, reassess, and we go from there.
Yeah, you deserve a little break. Thank you so much for wonderful entertainment last Sunday, and good luck Saturday lunchtime.
Appreciate it. Thank you, mate.